Hello everyone, this is Smiriti and today I'm going to talk about my experience which I had in my cabin crew interview in Delhi. So let's get started. So I went with some of my friends to that interview venue which was in Delhi, and there we got our token number. My token number was 143 and my friend's was behind me. So we were just waiting for our turn in the waiting hall, and then one lady HR, she came and she started calling the names of all the token numbers. So I just went and I stood in that long queue for my first round. So in first round, she only asked one question with to all of them, like what all are the impact of social media on the young generation or teenagers. So everyone gave their answer. I also gave my answer, and then she only selected three of us, in which I was also there. Then she said to remove everything, like every scar of our hand and our face. Then she told us to wait for our next round, which was BMI round. So we three girls, one was me and two was other. One was having a great experience of customer care executive, and one was not having. One was the second one was a fresher, just like me, and I was also fresher. So we three of them were sitting for the next round, which was BMI round. Then in that round, yes, before going to that round, we also fill some form of medicals, like we don't have any type of disease and what is our weight and height and what is our name and this type, all personal information, we just filled it. Then we went for our medicals for our BMI round. Then there she just measured our height and weight, and she also checked our eyesight, and then she also see all the scars of feet and feet and hands, and of course very important, the face. And yes, she also checked teeth, like our teeth are aligned or not. So she was all writing in that same form, and then again we had to wait for half an hour, and then that lady HR again came into waiting hall and started calling the names of selected candidate. So I was there in the selected candidate. Then I told to wait for the next round, which was again the interview round with the very senior HR. So I again waited for half an hour, and then that lady came, and then we went to give our another round, third round with that senior HR. He was very polite, I can say, yes. He was polite than the lady HR. So he only asked very common questions like from where you belong to, or you can tell about your city, very famous things, famous food, and this type of things. Why do you want to become a cabin crew? He also asked me that type of question. But I can say in third round, he was basically checking your birthmarks or if you have any scars. So he was only checking those. And after checking those things, he was also asking many questions like, why do you want to become a cabin crew, or what is your future career goals, and this type of questions. So again we told to wait for half hour, but it was not half an hour, it was I can say it was 1 hour. So again we waited in the waiting room, and then she again came with the selected candidate, and again there was my name in that selected candidate. So we had to give our fourth round, which was communication round, I can say, virtual communication round. Yes, that senior HR, I think he was from Mumbai or somewhere else, I don't know, but we had to give our interview on the video call. So again, I stood in that long queue, which was the terrible part of that day because I was wearing 3 inches of heels, and standing on those heels was not easy job, not at all. But still, I had to manage. And somewhere I was thinking maybe they were checking my patience also. So I just stood in that long queue, and it took 1.5 hours. I stood there for half an hour because maybe there would be some network issues, or that HR was not taking interviews continuously. He took for 5 girls, then he was writing the feedback and comments, all of things. Then he was calling the next one. So maybe it was taking time because of that. But yes, then my number also came, and that HR was very old. I can say he was in his 50s or 60s, I don't know, but yes, he was very old. He had some beards also. Then he asked me from where you belong to and my personal information and why we should hire you, and tell me something which you like most in your personality. So I gave answers of every question, and he said he told me that you have a very smiling face and I like your confidence level. So these were the things I had been told in that interview. So again, then at last, I can say for only 3 to 4 minutes he took my interview, and then he said to me for wait. um, then I thought I may not be selected because he only took 4 to 5 minutes from me. But he was asking so many questions from other candidates. Like he also asked some type of question which was based on education, like what is our what is Indian education system policy? I don't know this type of question, and what is Indian association and women empowerment, and how women empowerment is related to Indigo. These type of question he was asking, but in my turn he only asked very basically questions like why we should hire you and what are you doing currently, and how Indigo is like how do you like Indigo, why you are choosing only Indigo, this type of questions. Then I again told to wait, and I was waiting in the waiting hall, and then I think I waited for 2 hours. I went there in the early morning at 7, and the interview was started at 8 a.m. in the morning. But it took 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So at 2 o'clock or half past 2 o'clock, again that lady HR, she came, and then she started calling the names of selected candidates. So first she only called 3 names, in which my name was not there. So I at the time I became so nervous. I felt so heartbroken because I have been selected for the next third round. So it was very heartbreaking a moment for me because I was not selected. But after some time, when she again came after 5 to 10 minutes, and then she said Smriti Rai. So at the time, again I became so nervous because I thought, what if I got rejected? Then I just went outside, and she started telling all the procedure of next step, not next step, but yes, they have told me to attend 2 months of PST. So yes, I have been selected in Indigo Airlines, and I have to complete my 2 months of PST. After that, I would be. After that, my medical would happen again, and then I would go Delhi for my 3 months of training from. So that was all about my experience of interview in Delhi. So see you in next video. Take care. Bye.